What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's Sunday afternoon here in Philly, Ohio. I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to try a beer. The beer that I have today is called Hazed and Infused, and this is from the Boulder Beer Company. Now, it's kind of interesting. If you hear Boulder Beer Company, obviously you think that it's from Boulder, Colorado. Yet if you look on the side of the can, it says brewed and canned in Denver, Colorado. Now, I know Boulder's not that far. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe a suburb or outskirts, kind of. It's just kind of, I think it's like northwest of Denver. So it's still in the area. But it kind of threw me off. So I went to the website and started doing a little research and found out that this beer here from Boulder Beer is kind of a rebrand. So if you read the, the little story blurb they usually have, like the About Us kind of thing, it looks like Boulder Beer was one of the older breweries in the area. I don't know if they ran into financial trouble or somebody retired or what happened, but it said they were going to close their doors. And then another guy came in, I think it says his name was something or other, Ostman, who'd been running a contract brewery, and I'm guessing that's where the Denver part of this comes in. It said quietly been running a contract brewery that helped a lot of the local brewers, I guess, get their quantity of beer up. So he stepped in and is working with them. So I'm guessing that's why the Boulder beer is not made in Boulder, but in Denver. But still kind of interesting. When I went on Untapped and looked up Boulder Beer Company, it appears I have had a few of their beers: Shake, Mojo IPA, Hazed, and Buffalo Gold. And I do remember the Shake and the Mojo IPA. When I saw the old logos, I kind of immediately knew what it was. I've seen them before. So this was a rebrand. That was kind of interesting too, is when you go onto the site, it talks about the photos that are on the cans. So I don't know how well you can pick it up in the video, but they're all black and white pictures. And they're kind of like, naturalist scenes. This is some kind of mountain here. I don't know what it is, obviously. But when you read it, it said that these are all pictures that are taken from people in Boulder, Colorado. And they're all black and white photos, and they're all pictures of the natural landscape. Now, when I was looking at the can, I also thought it was kind of interesting. You can hardly see it here, but along the sign, they actually have the coordinates. So I guess if you see this photo, and each different beer has a different photo, and you look at the coordinates, you can kind of figure out where it is. So it's kind of a, a unique thing there, that it's, ties to the local nature and hiking and all that kind of stuff, and you can kind of see exactly where the photo was taken. Now, onto the beer, I guess, the more important bit. Hazed and Infused, this is billed as the OG Hazy. So I guess this is one of the first hazies out there. 5% ABV, 38 IBUs. Ratings are okay. On Untapped, it had 3.61 with about 2,000 ratings. Beer Advocate had a 3.47, but there was only 13 ratings, so, relatively small sample size. Now, I don't know if this is just their old hazed beer in a new can, or if they completely, redid it. I know I had the hazed before, but it was ages ago, and I can't say I really, remember anything that specific about it. So even if it was identical, there's no way I would really remember. All right. Color. This is got that kind of orange juice color that I associate with hazy IPAs, kind of yellowy orange. Got a big old head on here, at least 2 fingers, white, chunky, frothy head. Fair amount of carbonation in there. It's hazy. I mean, it's kind of hard to see through, but I can see some carbonation from the bottom. So not bad looking in that regard. Let's give it a sniff. Smells pretty decent. Again, I'm not a huge IPA guy, but if I am going to have one, I kind of prefer a hazy. Smells a bit citrusy. I thought it was going to be more piney. When I was reading the description on Untapped, they usually have that little blurb that the brewer puts on themselves. It talked more about the piney characteristics or whatever, and then threw dank out, which I think is a throwaway word, to be fair. Yeah, just smells a bit citrusy. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. That's decent. Medium bodied, kind of smooth, creamy texture to it. As far as the taste, it's not super hoppy. You pick up kind of like that grapefruit taste, some of the tropical fruit kind of thing. Usually I think it's like a, grapefruit taste is the citrusy tropical fruit. A little bit piney. On the nose, I didn't pick up the pininess as much. When you drink it, you do pick a bit of the pininess. It's kind of juicy. Bit of pine, bit of the citrus, but it's not super hoppy. It's kind of middle of the road. So if you're not a big IPA person, I think you could enjoy this, and it wouldn't really be too much of a problem for you. It tastes like a hazy IPA. I can't say there's anything super unique about it. I can't say there's anything that it does particularly awesome or particularly poorly. Middle of the road IPA, you know, is very drinkable and it's solid. And I guess in many instances, that's a victory, right? It's the beer drinkable. And if my criteria is would I drink another one? Yeah, I would. I would drink another Hazed Infused from the Boulder Beer Company. So it gets a thumbs up. If you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've heard anything about the rebrand or tried any of the other beers that they've done recently, let me know what you think about them. Hey, have a great weekend. Cheers.